was it that repeated and continues to repeat false claims about Haitian migrants in Ohio eating pets? Trump and his running mate, J.D. Vance, they still outside repeating these false claims, peddling lies, even after the lies have been debunked by the mayor, by the police, and by city officials. Literally, all the people they say are the sources of the story have debunked the story. And even after, this is important, y'all stay with me, even after the woman who sparked the controversy, right? Because this is an online conspiracy theory that got sparked by a woman. She admitted that she never meant to spread false rumors. She said it just exploded. She was just talking and yapping, and she said something that wasn't true, but she didn't know it would start a whole controversy. She underestimated the power of racism and ignorance and political cynicism. Anyway, how did this explode? How did it go from a random made-up story from a single anonymous woman to a national, not just moment, but damn near a national movement? Well, the answer, sadly, comes from y'all's vice president. Or no, excuse me, y'all's vice presidential candidate, J.D. Vance. Check him out here on CNN, where he was pressed on this issue by Dana Bash. Okay, check this out and see for yourself. I'm not sure why this is. Oh, here we go. Boom. There we go. Check this out and see for yourself.
You again started this in part by saying that, at which Donald Trump repeated on the debate stage, that, and he didn't say anything about the policies that you're talking about. He just said Haitians are eating dogs and cats. Can you affirmatively say now that that is a rumor that has no basis with evidence?
Dana, the evidence is the firsthand account of my constituents who are telling me that this happened. And by the way, I've been trying to talk about the problems in Springfield for months, and the American media ignored it. There was a congressional hearing just last week of angel moms who lost children because Kamala Harris let criminal migrants into this country who then murdered their children. The American media totally ignored this stuff until Donald Trump and I started talking about cat memes. If I have to,
but it wasn't just a meme,
create stories so that the American media actually pays attention to the suffering of the American people, then that's what I'm going to do, Dana, because you guys are completely letting Kamala Harris coast. You had one interview with her. You talk about pushing back against me, Dana. You didn't push back against the fact that she cast the deciding vote on the Inflation Reduction Act, which is why a lot of Americans can't afford food and housing.
You just said that you're creating a story.
Public policy.
Sir, you just said that you're creating the story.
What's that, Dana?
You just said that this is a story that you created. So the eating dogs and cats thing is not.
We are creating. Dana, it comes from firsthand accounts from my constituents. I say that we're creating a story, meaning we're creating the American media focusing on it. I didn't create 20,000 illegal migrants coming into Springfield thanks to Kamala Harris's policies. Her policies did that, but yes, we created the actual focus that allowed the American media to talk about this story and the suffering caused by Kamala Harris's policies.
Do you?
Now, you could read that generously or ungenerously. You could read that generously, that he was saying we created a story, i.e., we took something happening and we made sure that the media focused on it. That's what he effectively said. But what it seemed more like was that he got caught. That he said we created a story because they did just that. They made some bullshit up. And Dana Bash caught it. Now, notice he keeps calling her Dana and not Dana, by the way. Like, I don't just do a comment, like call people by their name. Her name is Dana Bash, and it's not that hard. She's a fixture in American media and in CNN in particular. Like call her by her name, But anyway, that's again, these are all sexist. And maybe anyway, I'm not gonna get into that part. JD Vance knows that these Haitians ain't eating dogs and cats. They're so pro law enforcement. They love the police. They live and die with the police. Blue Lives Matter. Immunity for police on every level, local, state, federal, blah, 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 blah. But now suddenly when the police say no Haitians are eating cats, I stand with the government. Now when the mayor is saying no one's eating cats, even when the city officials say no one's eating dogs and cats, now you can't believe it. Now you believe random accounts. Well, JD Vance, do you believe the random accounts of Donald Trump being a sex predator? Do you believe the random, the citizen accounts of Donald Trump being a liar and a this and a that? I mean, you actually said you did before you said you didn't. But my point is, when do you decide when to ignore data and evidence and official records and just believe random rumors? When do you decide to do that? When do you decide not to? You're doing this because you know this story resonates, and you know that your refusal to reject the lie about Haitians eating animals pisses off Haitians, and it pisses off Black people, and it pisses off liberals. And those are all the people who you want to piss off, because pissing them off galvanizes your racist base. So we know why you're doing it. We know why you're making up the story. We know why you're creating a story. Dana Bash got you right on the money. She got you dead to rights, man. You're lying. But the lie isn't just political theater or political gamesmanship. Innocent Haitian families are being threatened. They're living in fear for themselves and their children. People are getting bomb threats. People are dying because you are lying. So please, 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 JD Vance, quit the lies. And for all you people out there that swear that y'all aren't racist and you just love Republicans or you just believe in Trump, look at this narrative. Listen to this lie and tell me if this is sustainable or reconcilable with your choice of Trump. Again, I'm not telling you who to vote for at this moment, but how can you sit with yourself and vote for him in light of this kind of foolishness?